Hey guys, it's that Ron Grey Officer, and today I'm doing another review. Today is a review on the ODST Romeo drop pod. I had to try to make this yesterday, but my brother was shouting and it ruined the video. So it's already open. But I'm going to start with the drop pod like I did last time. So here in the drop pod, as you can see, it's obviously different from the older drop pods. Let me get a black one of them. If I can find it. There's one black one on my floor. There are a few, I'll just pick up one of the black ones. Here it is. Same side and everything. Let me move this. As you can see, one key difference is it's painted. These are painted to like the drop pods in the game, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the rookies would be. But I'm not sure about everyone else's. They might be. I don't think we see them very much in the game. But they are custom for these characters. As you can see, I'm going to get my little poking stick. The windows and these lines are different blue. This is glossy blue. And this is also used on Romeo's visor itself. I didn't realise this yesterday. But these little side panels here are also painted, which give this whole drop pod a very nice design. It's sad it isn't the better drop pod, but in my opinion it's fine. I haven't fully checked it side to side, but I think one complaint I have, which I think is a proper good complaint to talk about, is because this cardboard has to go inside of it. I'm pretty sure at the top of these drop pods, there's a bigger gap up here than there would be for, say, here. I'm going to flip this drop pod up and drop it. You can see there's a gap here. Up here, the gap is more noticeable, but I don't know if that's because it's a cream colour. Like I'm saying, I've never got one of a different drop pod that isn't black. I only ever bought the black ones for these. And all the figures broke but one. You can see that in Fireteam Rob. Anyways, yeah, the packaging for the cardboard is really good, and you can just put it back in. My packaging is very nice. It's only got a few little scuffs on the back, as you can see. Here, and at the bottom there, and here, and one little bend at the top. It shows on the side here, as you can see here. I can't really move my camera, in case I turn my phone off. It says the ODST sign. And above it is an image of Romeo in front of his drop pod. It is the same image as what you see at the top. This comes with 22 pieces apparently. I think that's including the drop pod itself, and it's 8+. If I move it back, you might be able to see. I don't know what AUG is. I can't remember if that's something important in the Mega Constructs line or Halo ODST itself. Halo 3 ODST. Why am I just calling it ODST? I'm dumb. Anyways, let's put the drop pod back. Yeah, back here. But as you can see, well, Romeo just died. Anyways, as you can see, the drop pod is a very nice colour of cream. I wouldn't say it's a silver, and I wouldn't say it's a white. I'd say it's more creamy white. But yeah, it's sad that these blue panels, this blue glass, isn't fully covering the window. But in my opinion, it does make it look a bit more nicer. But I'd be careful because this paint could probably rub off over time. So for stop motion creators, when handling this, I'd say don't touch the front. Mainly try to touch the sides. And if you touch the front, sorry, just clear my throat there. But up here at the top and right here would be better to hold it at the front. But I'm going to be displaying it like this. I'm going to move on to Romeo, specifically his sniper first. Let's get it from the side. Number one, as you can see, his sniper is a different colour. On the actual art on the front, it's hard to tell, but his sight is black and the sniper is grey. Now this already, here, makes it a lot easier to see that someone does own Romeo without displaying this figure itself, and to show if they have a Romeo, it's the drop pod one, which is a lot harder to get. I'm actually very surprised I found this for the price it was. I'm getting into debt with where I got it and what the price was, but the price was later on in the video, but it was in the UK. This took 3 days to get here, so it was the seller was very nice. Anyways, I'm gonna just go into that. Number one, I don't think we've seen a sniper with a different coloured sight to the gun. Now it's sad it doesn't have. It's sad it doesn't have any more paint jobs on it, like a sight here and a sight there, but it still looks very good. What else makes it good is the tripod that is silver. It makes it have more variety. Yeah, variety is the right word on the sniper. Instead of a plain all grey sniper, it makes it look a lot more nice. And saying this is my second Lego sniper, my original one broke, this is very nice. Also, what I like about my sniper is I don't think it's bent at all. So it might be harder for them to get bent in here, in this packaging, which is a very plus. Because you don't want to get a sniper and the barrel's meant to be where mine is, and it's like down there, like a little bit down. It will kind of ruin the sniper. We're going to get onto Romeo, but I don't want to move him out of this stand like how he is. I might move the light down or turn my home. I didn't realise the camera couldn't see him that well. Let me just change what type of light I'm using. That light looks better for Romeo. I'm gonna just go off with his legs first. Not much detailing, but they are the classic green ODST legs. Mine has a bit of excess plastic on some of the sides, and it is speckled, is it? Both sides? Yeah. Mine are a bit speckled here and here. Let me know if that's for yours, but mine are speckled, which is odd, because I haven't realised that. I'm trying to keep Romeo in focus, so he's further away. Let me see if I was zooming on him. There we go. What else is nice is a black stand for Romeo. I'm just going to point this out now because people may think it's just a black stand, it means nothing. But what this does symbolise, like the road of New Mombasa, him walking down the road with the other ODST like Rookie, Bark, you know, Mickey. We're just walking down the street. I don't know anyone that walks like this, but who knows? And he won't stand. We also get very older, the OG, like belt piece. Romeo doesn't like to stand, if you couldn't tell. I'm moving back a bit. The OG belt piece. This piece used to always be used in every Marine, every ODST. He's on one of Fire Team Rab's members as well. See, it's in grey. That's a very old belt piece, and I'm glad we got it back and didn't make a new one, because he'll blend in nicely with the older figures that could be detailed, which is very good. I keep knocking them over, man, honestly. I want to move on to his arms before his chest, because there's something nice to talk about with his hands. I'm going to go with this arm. Pretty... I'm going to lean back, as I'm saying. Pretty plain here. There's nothing. It would have been nice if we got a new arm where this piece here wasn't here. But it's understandable why I wouldn't do that. I feel like we should get Call of Duty arms in this size or stuff like this. It's just because I don't really like this little bump. But it makes sense why it's there. Here we have, if I can lift him up, a very nicely smooth ODST piece. This here does sadly, obviously has to be there, but it's still a very nice figure. What I'm going to talk about now is very important in my opinion for this figure, because I don't know if all of them have different, but number one, black fingerless gloves. I think it was hard to get fingerless gloves back in the day, because ODSTs were hard to get themselves. My thumb is in the way of the camera. Anyways, but black fingerless gloves I think were already very hard to get. because it was, I think, because brown plastic broke way easier back in the day. You can see that a problem with Lego. And the it's a Traxxas Tower set. You can see brown is a problem in Mega. And Lego, you can see it was a huge problem. I think I've just gone over that. I'm stupid. But yeah, so I don't think they wanted to print it because it used to break easier. Because I think it's something to do with what's in the dye, which make brown softer plastic. But number one, we've got it here, which is amazing already. But instead of him having a boring black glove, he's got like this dark green. So you can see it isn't black. And his hands are to proportion. The gloves are amazingly proportioned, in my opinion. This one isn't. But I'm never going to show that because he's going to be like this all the time. This glove isn't proportioned well. This one, on the other hand, is perfectly proportioned. This hand here is just amazing. This hand on your side isn't. But if you pose him like this, how he's meant to be on there, like on the top, or how he's here, you'll never notice. I'm going to turn to this side now to show off this. His blood type. Already, that is an amazing feature to start getting on ODSTs and Marines is their blood types. I'm pretty sure that's his blood type. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And these nice blue strips, they just look really comfortably painted on. If you really wanted to, God's sake, if you really wanted to, you could buy a second one in a wither, maybe chip off some of the blue to make him look weathered. Mine up here, I think there's a bit of black paint missing, but I'm fine with that because it makes him look withered. We move this, and we are moving on to the chest. The chest plate. So the chest plate here is amazing because we're now starting to get these UNSC symbols. Mine looks very straightly on there, very neat. Love it. UNSC, a logo. That's the logo. This is UNSC. I like the words. Fabulously printed on. Nothing wrong with it. The Romeo nameplate itself is printed on wrong, but if you look up, you can't see it on camera because of my thumb, but it is there. It is there. It's literally like on the back part of it. That's not what I'm here to talk about. Is these little straps. Mega normally didn't paint these, even when it came to this figure, which was fair to be said, was nicely printed. He didn't even get them. It's amazing. We've got Romeo and the new ODSTs all having this. Not to mention recently we did get Buck in a set, and his weren't even painting them like this. This here is like Halo Heroes level quality printing. Again with the glossy paint, because now we're moving on to the head. You can't see it on camera very well because of the visor. But he just have glossy blue paint for a visor. And on up here for like the little dots, the magnifying glass. And again with this dark blue, it is noticeable on the back of his head. He's just come off the sand. That's what that click was. But yeah, he's noticeable. Here are the lines, these lines. In my opinion, I like these lines better than this. This looks too much line. This here looks nice. And I do quite prefer Romeo. I always wish they would have made a Romeo. And I think it's easier to get set. I don't know if Romeo was in many sets. And to get him in what would have been an £8 set. Not £8 set. For Mega, this would have been about tenner. But old Mega, this would have been like a £5 at best. Maybe £6. Because it was a named character. Was amazing. And saying I now have a sniper ODST, it's going to be amazing. Romeo may make an appearance in Fireteam Rab if you really would like. I can make him in the background of a set as well one day. Maybe he will just lets these lot know what they're doing. But I do want to make a diorama for Romeo to stay on with his drop pods and all that in the background. It's to the point where I've even kept this stuff. Like, even the bag is somewhere on the somewhere on my floor that Romeo came in, because if I need to, I can just reseal him. Like, look, the bag's here. If I'm to keep him safe. His sniper will not be in the bag because I don't want to use this in Fire Team Rab. But he is an amazing figure, and this review for what is a 22-piece set, including the drop, the case it comes in, has turned up nearly to 20 minutes. All I can say is, yes, I have mentioned Fire Team Rab in a review, which is kind of just, I didn't really want to do that, but I'm going to have to, because I want to just say my opinions on it. When I'm done that, and because I'm going to do tests for the walking, because the walking in the beginning bit is god awful. It makes me want to cry, apart from the first walk scene with the first jackal. It looks fine, but you can only see his legs, you can't see his arms, because I'm starting to add arm swing into stuff. Anyways, I'm going to spend like 2 days on testing, 2 on Covenant, 2 on Human, and then I'm going to start working on Fire Team Rab. I'll work on it every now and then as well throughout. I'm just scratching blue tack off my table. Anyways, if you would like, when I'm done doing all Fire Team Rab, and if I have more of these pretty little drop pods, would you like me to make a Halo 3 ODST short stop motion, or no? You can let me know in the comments, you don't have to. But yeah. Also, now I'm going to explain, like I said earlier, where did I get this guy from? Because as we know, these are cancelled. You can't just go into like like Walmart in America and get these. And you can't even get them in the UK. So I mean, how did I get this guy? How did I pick up Romeo? Number one, I'm going to start the price. People were paying hundreds for these. Ridiculous prices. The people in the UK will probably charge more due to the shipping costs, because people are like that. I picked him up for 19 quid. In American dollars, it's around like $21. You may think that's a scam. It's one figure. These weren't out that long from what I heard. I heard they were just gone. They were on shelf. So like that. Teased. Came on shelf, instantly gone. You just couldn't buy them. Sad though, because these are amazing figures. If you do want to pick this up in the UK, right, number one, future grey hair, I might cut out. All I want to say was, I got this from eBay as well. I kind of forgot to mention that. I'm not going to get into what I was going to talk about. But have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. I'll try and find a link to this Romeo again. He was in the UK, so if you're in America, I don't know if you'll be able to get it. And if you can, the shipping will probably be more expensive. But yeah, I hope my fans, you lot enjoyed this. My Romeo wasn't the best Romeo. There are misprints on him. I don't want to mention it, but there's one on the visor. You can't tell in the video. You can, never mind. There's a misprint on his visor. I didn't really want to bring it up. The misprint on his chest. That's normal. My one's really bad. My Romeo is a bit scuffed. May unfortunately lead to me having to pick up another one. But yeah. I'm definitely going to be trying to get more of these fellas for Christmas. My birthdays. Save up pocket money. But yeah. I hope you lot have a good day, I guess. And I'm going to go maybe record some tests. Maybe do a backflip. I don't know. Hope I'll see you lot later. And the drop pod is signing off.